Hi guys, this is Peony from Nostalgia Cosplay. This is going to be probably one of several videos that have to do with just cosplay tips that me and anyone else in Nostalgia has. If you are familiar with our channel, you probably know that I made one of these videos a long time ago, but there's some drama with it. I was talking really fast, so I didn't explain this one part. And a lot of people got really mad at me about it, and it was really stupid, and I got really annoyed with it because no one else was really listening to me, and they misunderstood, I guess. So I deleted it, and now I'm just going to start over. And so here we go. Number one, and also I should mention that I'm sort of doing this with kind of new cosplayers in mind. Like people who are cosplaying for the first time, maybe you've never gone to a con before, but these are kind of just nice tips for everybody. So number one, the first thing that I always do is sketch out your character. It's kind of interesting. You would think that it would be really simple and you'd know, oh, I need this shirt and this skirt and these boots, but if you actually draw out everything, then you realize, oh, I need this to do this, and I need this to be under this. And also make a folder of like as many screen caps or scans or artwork or anything of this costume that you're gonna do from every angle, every side, so you know that you have everything you need and all the colors and all that stuff. Two, if you need to dye things, which happens sometimes because there's just colors that they don't make fabric of and you have to dye it, be aware that you need to dye things that are natural fabrics, usually. These are like cottons, linens, just natural things that aren't really made in factories. There's sort of different, exceptions to this rule, I guess you could say. Special dye that you can use for synthetic things, but it's expensive and you usually have to get it over the internet. But the general rule is to find a fabric that is like cotton, because that you can get that anywhere, just white cotton, and just dye it whatever color. Number three, make a checklist of everything you need. You have to be really, especially if your con is 3 hours away, which is what most of ours are, you have to be really kind of OCD about this stuff, because you don't want to forget something that's really critical and something real little and leave it, 3 hours behind. That would just, it's annoying. So just make a checklist of every single thing that you need and go over it and then pack and make sure you don't forget anything. And with that, if you have a really big cosplay and it's a couple months until the con that you want to debut it at, kind of be OCD with that too and make like a deadline of things. Like treat it like a school project almost, where like you have a paper due at the end of the semester and you have to do all these million things. Just be like, I'm gonna get the pattern and fabric by the end of the month, and I'm gonna put it all together, and then I'm gonna make this prop and such and such. And if you do it that way, then it won't be, a week before con and you don't have anything done. We're all procrastinators sometimes, and so just keep yourself from doing that. If you're going to get a wig, and this is just kind of my personal opinion, with wigs, you pretty much get what you pay for. If you just go to the, like, Halloween or party store and you just get a regular wig, they're usually not that, good quality, and they kind of show. So, unfortunately, with wigs, it's kind of the one thing you have to actually spend a lot of money on so that they actually look good. But I guess if you don't really care about your wig not looking good, then I guess ignore this. But check eBay. You actually can find a lot of really good deals on really, really nice wigs on eBay. So just check there before you go anywhere else. Practice posing before you go to a con, because usually what happens is that you'll be doing whatever, just walking around the dealer's room, and someone will just stop you and say, hey, can I get a picture? And there's usually a bunch of people around you, so it's kind of like just make it quick, because you're kind of blocking traffic and stuff. So you kind of have to think on the spot. It's like, okay, pose, and, make sure it's within character. If you're cosplaying a character that is very cold demeanor and very angsty or something, you don't want to be doing some weird you know, fanboy or girl, you know, pose like, or something. It'll look weird. So just practice posing and see what angles look good so you know basically what to do when someone asks to take your picture. Iron your costume. It seems really, you know, really simple, but you can make this great costume and then you pack it up and then you take it out and you put it on and it's all wrinkly and it'll look awful. And I would suggest bringing your own iron just in case the one in the hotel is kind of a little suspicious and old and, you know, you don't want to leave any marks or anything. And my last post for right now is to cosplay within your experience. And what I mean by that is if you have never sewn before and you're, you know, sewing for the first time, don't go crazy and do some real elaborate, crazy, like, Victorian looking or, like, you know, cosplay, like, something from, like, Castlevania or something, where it's just, like, layers and layers of all these intricate, fabulous clothes and stuff, but you've never sewn before. Keep that as, like, a dream cosplay to do later once you get better at it. So, just do something simple and then kind of keep gradually doing something more challenging, but don't do something so out of your league that you become overwhelmed. It just, I don't know, that just is kind of one of my little pet peeves, I guess, and it's just a lot easier on you, I think, if you just, you know, like, sew something that's like a dress and that's your whole cosplay, but it's like a certain color or something, but that's all you need to do. But you'll get better and better at it, and then you can keep doing more and more awesome cosplays by the time you've been doing this for a while and you're a total pro. That's it. I will probably make a video about tips in a little bit for skits and methods and how to make them really awesome. So yeah, look out for that. Bye.